This is the exact biological breakdown of every major human-animal hybrid in Marvel Comics history. From radioactive accidents to deliberate genetic manipulation, comic writers devoted decades to combining human DNA with animal traits to yield distinctive results. Stan Lee and Steve Ditko launched the concept in 1962 with a simple spider bite. Other creators expanded the science fiction boundaries further by mixing alien biology, mutant genes, and cybernetic enhancements into the human genome. We will analyze the specific cellular mutations, the science behind the transformations, and the exact reasons these cross-species experiments altered comic book history forever. Peter Parker experienced the most well-known genetic merger in fictional history on August 10, 1962. A radioactive spider transferred its irradiated venom into his bloodstream, fundamentally rewriting his human DNA within hours. His body fought a fierce biological battle to assimilate the arachnid traits without shutting down completely. The resulting mutation granted him the proportional strength of a spider, microscopic hairs on his fingers for surface adhesion, and a precognitive warning system, which meant Parker represented a perfect symbiotic balance between human biology and animal instinct. Writers established his lifting capacity at exactly 10 tons during his early career. This cellular structure adapted flawlessly to the venom, allowing him to avoid the horrific side effects that plagued later scientific experiments and permanently alter the trajectory of comics. Curt Connors attempted to regrow his amputated right arm using reptilian science in November 1963. He extracted biological material from reptiles because certain lizards possess the natural ability to regenerate severed tails. The surgeon injected himself with the experimental serum, and that is when the reptilian genes aggressively overpowered his human consciousness. A new limb sprouted as the mutation spread across his entire body, transforming him into a giant, cold-blooded creature. Animal instincts completely suppressed his human intellect during these episodes. Connors gained superhuman strength, thick, scaly armor, and a powerful prehensile tail. But he surrendered control of his own mind. This tragedy established a recurring theme in comic history, where scientific ambition leads directly to monstrous consequences, forcing him to spend his entire life searching for a cure to the very serum he invented. Michael Morbius suffered from a rare and fatal blood disease that destroyed his red blood cells. To save his own life, the Nobel Prize-winning biochemist synthesized a cure using the DNA of vampire bats and electroshock therapy in 1971. The treatment worked, but the side effects created a new nightmare. His physical appearance shifted dramatically as his bones hollowed out like avian creatures and his teeth elongated into sharp fangs. Dr. Morbius acquired the ability to glide on air currents and develop superhuman strength, which meant he could overpower almost any opponent. Biological necessity also triggered an uncontrollable need to consume fresh human blood to survive. He functions as an anti-hero who constantly battles his predatory animal instincts while trying to use his scientific genius for good. I want to pause and express my sincere gratitude to everyone who left comments on our previous upload. This exact video exists today simply because we chose this specific subject directly from those viewer suggestions. Please write your ideas for our future What If videos in the comment section below. We select the most liked comments to base our upcoming scripts on. Taking a second to like this video and subscribe helps our channel grow, and I appreciate your continuous support. James Howlett possesses a natural genetic mutation that grants him enhanced animalistic senses and a healing factor. His physiology closely mirrors the actual Wolverine animal, including retractable bone claws housed inside his forearms. The Canadian government weaponized these innate animal traits during the Weapon X program in 1974. Scientists bonded indestructible adamantium metal to his entire skeletal structure, a process he survived only because his mutant healing factor continuously rebuilt his damaged tissue through unimaginable pain. These heightened olfactory senses allow him to track targets across vast distances simply by their scent signature. Logan functions as an apex predator in combat, entering violent berserker rages where human logic vanishes. This feral state removes all conscious restraint, leaving only pure survival instinct and lethal efficiency while he struggles daily to maintain his humanity. Victor Creed shares a similar but much darker animalistic mutation compared to his eternal rival Logan. His genetic structure features pronounced feline characteristics, including elongated canine teeth, razor-sharp nails, and enhanced predatory senses. Unlike Wolverine, Creed completely embraces his feral nature and refuses to suppress his violent animal impulses, choosing instead to hunt for sport. The villain utilizes a healing factor that operates at an accelerated rate even during severe combat. Marvel officially introduced this lethal killer in August 1977, originally designing him as an adversary for Iron Fist before shifting his focus to the X-Men. Standing well over 6 feet tall, he carries enormous muscle mass, which gives him a clear physical advantage over most opponents. Creed's complete psychology revolves around the concept of apex predator dominance. Hank McCoy originally possessed a relatively human appearance with oversized hands and feet during his 1963 debut. A self-inflicted chemical experiment later triggered a secondary mutation that permanently altered his genetic makeup. The biochemist consumed an untested hormonal extract that caused his body to sprout dense blue fur and develop pronounced fangs, resulting in a permanent change. His anatomical structure shifted dramatically to resemble an upright ape with distinct feline facial features. McCoy balances a genius-level intellect with the physical capabilities of a great ape, allowing him to perform acrobatic feats. He lifts roughly 10 tons effortlessly, while his elongated digits grant him perfect dexterity in both hands and feet. This striking contrast between a highly educated scientist and a terrifying blue monster makes him highly engaging. William Torrens serves as a prime example of underground criminal syndicates creating monstrous biological weapons. A rogue scientist working for Mr. Klein captured the criminal and forcibly injected him with an experimental serum derived from mutated bull enzymes in 1971. The volatile mixture caused a horrific physical transformation, enlarging his skeletal structure and adding hundreds of pounds of dense muscle mass. 2 horns violently erupted from his skull, and his skin thickened into a tough hide resistant to conventional firearms. Torrens gained immense physical power, but lost a portion of his cognitive reasoning skills as blind rage took over. He charges at enemies with bovine fury, which meant heroes could easily outsmart him during physical confrontations. His existence highlights the dark reality of unregulated genetic tampering. Alexei Sitsevich wears a mechanical armor suit in mainstream continuity, but the Ultimate Marvel Universe took a much more disturbing biological approach. Scientists injected this alternate version of the character directly with rhinoceros DNA, fundamentally altering his cellular structure from the inside out and destroying his original form. His actual skin mutated into a thick, gray, armor-like hide that withstands heavy artillery fire and extreme impacts. A sharp keratin horn grew naturally from his facial structure, cementing his status as a literal human-rhino hybrid. Sitsevich possesses enough kinetic momentum to decimate entire buildings when he reaches top running speed. The process completely stripped away his humanity, leaving behind a creature driven entirely by destructive, animalistic rage that military forces categorize as a living weapon of mass destruction. Eddie Brock bonded with an alien organism to create a terrifying cross-species hybrid. The extraterrestrial symbiote functions exactly like a predatory animal parasite, sinking directly into the human nervous system to form a permanent biological link. Once combined, they generate a hulking creature equipped with rows of razor-sharp teeth and a prehensile tongue that allows them to hunt together. This alien material enhances Brock's baseline strength to superhuman levels, while bypassing the Arachnid warning sense of his greatest rival. Their shared hatred for Peter Parker fuels the psychological bond, creating a perfect synthesis of human anger and alien hunger. Biological necessity dictates that the creature consumes specific chemical compounds found in human brains to survive. Venom proves that combining human emotion with raw extraterrestrial instincts creates a new predator. Subject 89P13 began his existence as a normal terrestrial raccoon before enduring horrific scientific torture. An obsessed geneticist known as the High Evolutionary forcibly accelerated his biological development on the planet Half-World. Technicians surgically tore the small animal apart and rebuilt his body with advanced cybernetic implants to grant him bipedal movement, leaving trauma that remains to this day. These painful procedures expanded his cranial capacity, gifting him with a genius-level intellect that rivals the smartest human scientists. Rocket maintains his natural raccoon traits, including enhanced olfactory senses and sharp claws, but he combines them with an unparalleled mastery of firearms and explosive devices. He harbors deep psychological scars from the agonizing experiments that ripped him away from his natural animal state, representing an ethical violation of biology. Herbert Wyndham dedicated his entire immortal life to forcing artificial evolution upon innocent animal subjects. The mad scientist established a secret society on Wundagore Mountain before relocating his operations to a synthetic planet called Counter-Earth to play God. He created an entire civilization of mutated creatures known as the New Men, splicing human intelligence directly into tigers, wolves, and apes. His laboratories mass-produced these biological anomalies, equipping them with armor and weapons to serve as his personal army of enforcers. Wyndham views biological life as nothing more than raw material to mold according to his twisted artistic vision. These forced hybrids suffer constantly from the conflict between their programmed human logic and their inherent animal instincts, proving that unchecked scientific arrogance generates the worst monsters in existence. Cross-species genetics provide a fascinating lens through which we view our own human nature. From tragic scientific accidents like the lizard to cruel experiments like Rocket Raccoon, these characters endure physical and psychological torment because science has limits. They constantly battle the ferocious instincts hardwired into their mutated DNA while attempting to retain their human souls. This enduring storytelling trope proves that nature refuses to be controlled by a test tube or a laboratory serum. If you found this biological breakdown informative, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming video essays.